I'm Madeline Harvey, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Do you ever feel like your head voice is out of control? Does it feel wobbly or uneven? Does it lack power? If you've answered yes to any one of these questions, then this is the video for you. Today we're going to talk about how to control your head voice. And we're going to use something called apoyo, leaning into the breath as we do it. So if you like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up or click that subscribe button below. I would love to see you here more often. The video that you're about to see was taken as a clip from a live lesson that was shot earlier today. If you'd like to watch the entire live and complete the exercises, I invite you to click that join button below and become a member of this channel. As a member, you'll have exclusive access to all of our lives that we do every Monday and Thursday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. If that's way too late for you or way too early, depending on where you are, have no fear. You'll also have exclusive access to our members only area with over 80 hours of vocal instruction. So again, click that join button below. It's only $4.99 a month, and your contribution helps to support our channel. That way we can continue to deliver awesome content that's just for you. You ready to get started? Here we go. Welcome to our lesson today. We have a nice, thorough, yet simple live for you all today, working on controlling your head voice. Now, this is primarily for those people out there that tend to find creating a blend with the head voice rather difficult, or that when you gear up into the head voice, you might lose power. So if you're looking for more stability, more connectivity, more power within your head voice, this is the live for you. So I'm so happy to see everyone joining in. I see that JJ says, Mabel snore, and Annabelle says, hoping for a Shark Mabel cameo. She's here, and she will probably do it, for sure. Just want to say, as everyone's coming in, thank you so much for being with us today. We do these lives every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. There's so much to learn. There's so much that we go over, and most of our questions come in directly from you. So if there's anything that you want to learn, please feel free to leave it in the comments section of our lives. We go through these comments, and it gives us a lot of inspiration of what to talk about next. Cool beans. So here we go, guys. I'm going to start off with an Italian word, appoggio. So say that with me. Appoggio. And it pretty much means to sing on the breath. But I want to get a little bit more active. I want to go, let's lean into the breath. Like really lean into the breath. I want you to leave this live today feeling like you've got some solid head voice legs to stand on. It doesn't feel like, wobbling all over the place. But we're going to have to get into it and get nitty gritty. So you will need a straw and or bubble cup. And if you have neither, it's okay. I will show you a modification with your lips. But we're going to start, when we talk about appoggio, to lean into the breath, to sing on the breath. We've got to make sure that the breath is the boss of us. The breath is the boss of us. And that's extremely evident in head voice, since head voice is controlled so much by the consistency of the air. It's very evident when the breath is unstable or there's fluctuations in that flow of the breath, and that allows for wobbly head voice. So we're going to begin with a 2-minute just breath capacity warm up through our straws. And again, I will give you a modification if you don't have your straw. Now what I have here is, oh, sorry, that's wrong button. Wrong button. It's my singing straw. So I've partnered with Singing Straw. There's a 10%, there's going to be a 10% off link in the description of today's video. And I'm using the middle straw. So for you guys that have your straw, make sure to bring the middle straw in today. This will give you the highest degree of resistance for both your inhales and your exhales. If you don't have a singing straw, please feel free to check that out. I use this daily. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our 2-minute count at 75 beats per minute I have the metronome here, so I'm going to play a little bit for you so you can see what that sounds like. So each of those ticks will be a count. We'll inhale, strong, powerful inhale for 8 counts. And then we will full power exhale for 8 counts. We're going to do this consistently for 2 minutes. So even though it may feel like your lungs want to take a break, you're fine, you're doing okay, but of course do listen to your body. But I want to encourage you to challenge yourself if you know that you're capable to persist through that, to build that lung capacity. You're going to feel the expansion happen right here around the intercostals or in the back as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Here we go. Ready? Very good. Very good. And notice too, as soon as I release from that, my voice is a little bit more projected. That's because of the apoyo. I am leaning in naturally into the breath. I'm going to say that word a lot. And if you guys are just joining, apoyo means to sing on the breath. But we're going to take it a little bit further and say to lean, like to literally push into the breath. That's what we're going to feel today. And that's the best way to control your head voice. So I would recommend that regardless of what you're working on with your voice, that you always begin your vocal work with at least 2 minutes of inhale, exhale work through your straws. Lung capacity will never, ever, ever hurt you as a singer. Never, never hurt you. But so many vocal problems are the result of lack of being able to control the breath. So now that we've got that breath going on a little bit, we've got it activated and woken up, I'm going to teach you the first sensation that I want you to feel. Now, we are going to do modifications for both classical and contemporary today, but we are going to give a slightly special preference to the classical just because it's easier to feel that lean in on. So it is head voice. So we're looking for head quality. Now, I just want to make a distinction before we jump in, that head quality is not the same as falsetto at all. Does anybody remember why? I'll hold for you guys to type in your thoughts, but it's not at all the same as falsetto. Head quality, head voice quality is not the same as falsetto quality. You can get lots and lots and lots of power through your head voice, but you cannot get power through falsetto. You just can't do it. Yes. Falsetto uses open chords, I think, Annabelle says. Annabelle, you are right. Yes. Falsetto is when the chords open. Melissa, yes. Falsetto is not chord closure. Exactly. That's what gives it that bedroomy, whispery, hello kind of tone. It's the chords are not connected. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to do a little siren. Slide up, and then I'll flip into my falsetto. See what happens to the power when I do this. I'll start in head voice. Yeah, as soon as I let go and I release that intensity, the chords open and they immediately start to behave in an unstable way. But if I lean in on that head voice, apoyo, you get a lot of power, you get a lot of release. We've just got to make sure that we feel that feeling. So if you're a singer and you're playing at home and you find yourself hearing the breath in your sound, again, grab up your sing straw. Sing. It's a fantastic way to get that vocal function nice and clearly closed and play with your straw. So we're going to do a combination of through the straw, without the straw. But let's focus in on the apoyo. So if you can stand, I'd prefer that you stand because we're going to get slightly physical with what we're doing today. We want everything that we do with our body to mimic what's being done in our voice. So if we physically want to lean in with our breath, we're physically going to lean because we want that body language to say, I'm in, I'm all in, I'm into this, I'm focused, I'm deliberate about what I'm doing. I don't want to use the word attack, but maybe, maybe. So we're going to do a he sound, and it doesn't have to be super classical. It can be kind of regular, but I do want you to use the H. So just allow, it's called a delayed onset. Allow that H sound to come through first without the closure. That at very least gets that flow going so that when those chords connect, there's a nice clear connection and we lean forward. Okay, so we're just going to play with some pitches and see how we do. Ready? Good. Choose at random. You hear that? Good. Nice control. Going a little higher. Good. Lean into it. Now, I'm not making a big show out of my lean. I'm just tilting my weight forward a little bit on my front foot. Part of that is, if you guys have inquisitive minds, which of course you do, you see singers doing this all the time. They'll lean down when they're singing a high note. But the reason why we want to do this as we're exploring apoyo is where there's like we're creating a new neural pathway. So when you shift, especially if you shift your weight between starting on the back leg to the front leg, just a little shift of weight, your body is going to move its focus away from attacking here, because let's say maybe you're overly focused, you're trying too hard here, and it's going to instead focus all of its attention on balancing you, which frees you up. So see how tricky I got there? So we want to just kind of trick our voice into complete openness, complete ease here, especially if you as the singer have a tendency to over squeeze. So now that we've done just a few notes, I'm going to start a little high. Guys, if you want to come in at the octave below, I'm good with that. Just make sure that you're not coming in chest voice. You're coming in head voice. So we'll start A, and we're going to do just a delayed onset, lean forward. So good. Just holding it out for a few counts, just see what's comfortable. I'll give you plenty of space to feel that. But can you see that apoyo, that lean into the breath? Good. Try it again. Feel good. Hi, Micah. Welcome. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, can you feel that your body is starting to act like a horn? Like it's like you're blowing a horn instead of trying to come at these higher notes by pulling anything up. Just lean in on that breath. Ooh, did that. Good. Feeling okay? Got a couple more in you? Good. One more. Good. Very good. Very good. Now, if you see me, I'm continually scratching my nose because so many of those pitches are resonating right through here on me. And I'm just another function of leaning forward and getting the release, that swell and release of those high notes. That's what we want, isn't it? Swell and release. Now we've already activated the lungs, so they are good to go. And we are making the adjustment to lean forward on our body to let our body know that we are physically in this. We're supporting this action. We are not reaching. So if that G5 is too high for you, drop out. But if you know you got it, and you usually got it, think down. Good. But the whole point of today's live is that apoyo, that lean into the breath, sing on the breath. That's going to feel like your voice is like a little surfer dude surfing on the wave of the breath. It's like the voice is riding that breath. Good. Now that we've done that, let's take it from here and we're going to just trill down quickly. And it's okay if you do not get all those pitches. It's okay. I'd much rather you lean and then trill fast. Yeah, we're just trying to change the pitch. We will work on control here in a second. Here we go, starting on the G.